Hello, this is Erik Estabrook. I'm here to give my review of the popular video game NBA 2k10. Now I play it for Xbox 360. So it's a review of the Xbox 360. First, I'd like to say the soundtrack isn't all what you'd expect from a typical sports game. There's some beautiful songs in there like One Day by Matis Yahoo and Waving the Flag by Kanan. And there's also the games on that soundtrack, and Kanye West is on that soundtrack. But let me get to the game. But the soundtrack puts you in a place where you just want to listen to the music sometimes and not play the game, which is okay, but you really want to play the game more than you want to listen to the background music on something like that. So, what I think of NBA 2K? Well, 2K10 gives you a lot of room to run the pick and roll and basic offensive sets. It's not quite as in-depth as college hoops, where you get to make your own plays and be like a coach as well as someone just looking to play the game. But and also it's a little hard to play defense at the point guard position, just because something with the computer likes to move its point guards around a whole lot. But if you notice, if you play against the computer long enough, you'll notice it does pretty much the same sets and everything most all the time. So, when it gets to the game concepts, the fact that you can jack up everyone's stats, I don't agree with. I mean, come on. And why do you want to turn an average player into like Brendan Haywood? Why would you want to make Brendan Haywood a freaking 99 dunk and have him posterizing and rebounding over everyone? It takes away from the game experience. But and they do make some people too good, like Unstoppable, posterize everyone too good, but all the 2Ks have done that. Like LeBron James, he posterizes people on a daily basis in the NBA, but he shouldn't posterize someone every play without barely having to move the joystick. Just a thought. When it gets down to, I always thought the glitches in NBA 2K are kind of fun, which is probably why they don't fix them, honestly, because you have you have stuff like there's one glitch I don't like though. It's where it decides to show the team schedule. Imagine you're down by 3 points. It's the last possession of the half. And the big schedule of the other team decides to pop right in your face and block everything you're doing. I've had people drill threes on me because of that. I've had people dunk on me because of that. I've even lost in the playoffs because of that. So that's a little annoying. And when you run out of timeouts in a situation like that, it's a little annoying and it gets under your skin a little bit. But when it comes down to fast break defense. It's very easy to stop a fast break in the game, which, I mean, not if you're an expert at fast break, but if you try to fit the next open guy, it's easy to get to the passing lanes. I mean, you can just rob people from steal possessions like that all day. And let me get back to the soundtrack a little bit. Matish Yahoo was the first song I heard, and I was like, whoa, okay, now that's a jam right there. That is lyrically uplifting, almost poetic in lyrics, and obviously it's about Israeli-Palestinian relations, but he makes it about peace in general, and the tune and the melody and the way he sings it is just so beautiful that it just reminds you of, it just puts you in a place where you're mentally calm. So I really love that. And they have a good mix of kicking tracks and less upbeat tracks that are still harmonic, like Waving Flag. I looked at that and I was listening to it and I was like, wow, those are some powerful lyrics. And I didn't know who Kanan was, but when you listen to you know, they'll call me freedom just like a waving flag, and then it goes back. It's just another make you feel happy throughout your whole body song. And not many soundtracks can do that to you, especially on a sports game. So, yeah, and I haven't mastered all the gameplay in NBA 2K, but I think it doesn't overbias that many players, and it takes a little getting used to, because to do a rotisserie draft or a fantasy draft, you really have to pick the best people there, and some of those people you probably hadn't heard of, and all the rooks get taken really early. So the odds of getting a Stephen Curry or a Blake Griffin on your team, but I'm not really understanding why they get paid as much as Brandon Roy and Gilbert Arenas and Kobe Bryant, because at least in the simulation mode, because obviously they're still rookies and don't deserve a dang thing until they start putting up the figures and taking their team to the playoffs. So I guess overall 2K has evolved into the game that people love to play. And hey, just a word to the wise, don't do none of that Kobe Bryant faking, just pass to the other side of the court, not doing anything, just being automated and tripping people up because you don't want to play the game like it's supposed to be played. Okay? Now, basketball would never work with someone throwing lobs to the other end of the court every possession. People are smarter than that. So play the game like you got a set. That's just my advice. But other than that, I'm really content with the game. I think players get fatigued in fatigue mode way too early. And yeah, you know what I loved? Kevin Garnett can dunk through the backboard. Oh yeah, baby. Dunkage through the backboard. He is really the big ticket, because anyone that can dunk through the backboard is some kind of alien steroid freak, and I'm loving it actually because it's absolutely impossible. But I am mad that my referee gets Parkinson's. I don't like him having Parkinson's. He should see a doctor. And I don't like the fact that Gilbert Arenas' jump shot takes about 0.2 seconds and is impossible to aim. Other than that, everything in 2K10 is gravy. It is a beautiful, glorious game. Prep yourself for online play because it is going down. Talk to you later, folks.